Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got Wayne, Tim, and Ethan in the building today. Well, in different buildings. The Sixers, can't tell me y'all ain't getting excited a little bit. Because listen, we all know, we look at what happened so far this season. I still feel like the Sixers shouldn't have lost that first game. I still blame that on the refs. But that being said, the two major opponents that we have that we're saying for this East is supposed to be Boston and Milwaukee. And I think that we showed up well against both of them. I hate how the game ended, and they got to tighten some things up. But I thought it was encouraging. I like that both of these teams were toward the higher scoring teams, but they came in there and defended each other well too. Both teams seem like they defend the three well and move around. We look like we do that now too.
We look like we do what? Do what well?
Play the float around, play the three, the defensive rotations.
It was. You read my text. I see you stealing all my information. Go ahead, it's cool.
What?
Yeah, a couple.
Pay y'all no mind.
A couple times. I agree with you, John. This is a big, huge win, especially this early in the season. A couple times throughout this game, we put ourselves in position. We actually could have been at any point in this game up 20 for the better part of the game. If you remember when the game early on, we was up like 10-4 or something like that, and we let them go on like a 10-0 run. And it was like 8 of those points was easy baskets. You remember from the break, it was easy baskets. They just got some steals and went right to the lane, score easy. And that's the same thing that happened again. Late in the fourth quarter, they was getting easy baskets because we had a couple mental lapses, some turnovers, B through the one ball, right? Him and Tobias was out of, off sync. But those are passes, those are plays in those crucial situations that could cause you to lose games. Fortunately enough, we didn't lose the game. But Rich McCall came to play. B stepped up huge in the third quarter. I think he had 13 in the third. Maxey and Tobias came to life in the fourth. They did their thing, especially Maxey. He was hitting that floater. That floater is almost, if he get that floater down, it's almost unstoppable. It's a very hard shot to block and to guard because he's driving, he's running at you, so you can't stop and jump to block it.
Especially when you incorporate it with a center like Embiid clearing space for you at the top.
That's facts. And he shoots it with a nice arc. So even the way he shot over Porzingis, the 7-foot dudes couldn't block it. So it's a difficult shot to block, and he's almost got the mastery over this thing. But Maxey, man, he looking good. Right now, we might be the best team in the league. We should be undefeated. The only game we lost was a close referee-riddled game that we could be 7-0 right now. I'm liking it. Loving it, matter of fact. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, man. We put a I wasn't too happy with the closing lineup. I seen he made some adjustments. I guess he was trying to go more. I thought Oubre actually did an excellent defensive job when he was playing Tatum all game. So I don't know why he went away from that and went more to bait Nicholas Batum. Near the end of the game, Covington played good defense too. Covington hands, he always can get his hands in there. But I think Oubre can give you a little more offense on the offensive end. So I think you get the best of both worlds with him in the game. Me personally, but the coach went with that. Lee started dwelling. I started having problems. I started going through a little bit. And Melton, I told y'all this before.
That's who should have been out, not Covington. Melton
is a problem when he's turned back into a pumpkin. That's why I'm glad we didn't come in after that Washington game where he was hitting these threes and all this other stuff. There's no pressure. Washington's a terrible team. Everybody was lights out. I didn't want to hear none of that D'Anthony Melton love. He right back to where he was all season. He's right back into a pumpkin. I'm telling you, we really have to do something about that position. That position is in trouble. We got the wings.
I think we all can agree with that.
We got the length we needed. We talked about this for like 2 years. We talked about having these wings for 2 years, maybe even 3 or 4. They finally got them in here. That's good to see. This helps with that defense. It helps B. It helps on the back end. It helps deflections.
No, you can get back in.
Yo.
Because y'all both sat there for like a whole half a minute looking at each other.
Real quick.
Even like this, ready to jump back in there.
Before you jump in, real quick. Drew Holiday. Ask somebody, please explain to me how he was giving B so much body. Pause. Keep it beat. What was going on with that? Drew Holiday was giving B fits.
The problem is he's getting the ball too far out, and a lot of shorter defenders could do that. I mean, go ahead.
That's a lot of defenders.
No, they
Yeah,
can't.
they can. If you're strong enough and you have a
name me one that
low,
did that to Joel Embiid. Name me
Marcus
one
Smart?
player that did that to Joel Embiid.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart did that. All right.
Okay. Go ahead,
did
Tim.
what Drew did.
What's your point?
Oh yeah, thank you. It was a very good game. I'm satisfied. This is a filling out type of game, so we can't expect perfection right now. He's still filling out this team. We're not even 10 games in, so I mean he's gonna learn that Melton is not that guy. Shooting 1 for 9, he's not that guy.
Oh, y'all hear that echo?
I know.
I heard now.
We know when it wasn't here.
All right. What I do want to say is when Maxey first came here, he had a floater. Maxey had that floater, and what happened was
Doc told him to stop shooting it.
His dad gave him the floater, but Doc said take it out his arsenal.
Who told him to? Who told him to do that?
I think we already.
No. Say it again. I want to hear you say it again.
Okay. But that floater is a good. He made 4 of them in the fourth quarter. I mean, that is a shot, that's a go-to move that he has. So I don't know why Doc wanted to take it out of his arsenal, because it's a good move. But overall, I gotta say I'm real satisfied with the win. We playing well. We are at least the top 3. In my opinion, we one of the top 3 teams in the league right now. It was between us, Boston, and Denver. And then everybody else is like 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
I'm satisfied.
I agree. And Denver may go down tonight. That they play Golden State, so we'll see how good Golden State and Denver is, and we'll see where we land at by the end of this week. But I agree, Melton. Ethan, you're not saying nothing that nobody disagree with you on. I think we all agree, Melton. I think the first show or the second show, I said Melton's not a starter on the championship team. And that's why I kept saying I think if we get a point guard in here, a.k.a. Malcolm Brogdon or somebody of that nature, to get Melton back to the bench or off the team in general. I don't even think he needs to be off the team. I honestly think Melton will play better coming off the bench. Some people are better 6 men. Some people are better 6, 7, 8 men off the bench.
He might just be scared in that contract year.
Remember, that's possible. But remember, Maxey, when Wayne was saying Maxey go to the bench, and they actually put Maxey coming off the bench, and he didn't play so good. Remember that? Then he put him back into the starting lineup, and he started to excel. Some people play better in certain roles. Yeah. I think Melton's role is coming off the bench. I don't think he's a starter in this league.
He's just not that star. He's
not on a championship team anyway. But
he's cool. He seemed like a nice person, but I mean, you had 7 games so far this year. I think he played positive. He had good numbers in 1 game. That's not gonna work.
Oh yeah, I want to give props is due. The bull Paul Reed gave you excellent minutes, man.
Sure did.
Also, he started off this year a little slow. But what I'm saying now, I like. He's giving you solid minutes, hustling, going for the offensive boards, putbacks. He's looking a little more comfortable around that basket. I like what I'm saying. He's really starting to grow into that position, man. And that to me, that's coaching.
Jamar,
coaching opportunity.
Address Jamar because he's tripping.
No, because this is how. If we're talking about the same one where you said about the team is perfectly fine right now.
Yes.
And this is how I felt even going into the Harden trade. I was like, I don't feel a need to push it if we come out playing. And I felt the same way with the Ben Simmons situation. If we come out and we're playing solid, there's no need to panic and make a deal. However, we made the deal. This deal made us better. I know a lot of people saying we didn't get the star power back. We got pieces to make the trade and everything else. But when we look at, like I said the last time we was on here, we got these wings that play defense, and we saw the fruition of that today. So I'm good with how the team is, but if it comes down to it and you get somebody that's going to be a good fit for your team, because I still think Maxey can run the point and be effective. Like he had 10 assists, no turnovers last game.
Okay, so regardless of whether you think Maxey can run a point or not, my whole thing is, and this is addressing you and Jamar now, because I thought you was going to say something a little bit more sense. What I'm saying is a team can be tweaked for the better. I know you don't want to get in the habit of fixing it. What's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. but sometimes you can fix it till it's broke. So I know you don't want to get in that mindset of just trying to keep doing something. But if you see a weak link in your cog, then it's only imperative that you try to remove the weak link and make that chain stronger. Right now, Melton has been all year. It's surprising we winning. Now his defense has been good. Somebody mentioned that he put great defense on Brown. But bro, you gotta knock these open shots down. Most of them, he was 1 for 9 from 3. Most of them was wide open. Like, come on, like if you think we gonna go deep into the playoffs with him playing like this, that ain't gonna happen. Now, could it be a slump and could he break out game 15 of the season and start balling? That's to be seen. But I think if you could get an upgrade, and at least move him to the bench. That's what I'm thinking. But no, McCoy, shout out. Thanks for the super chat, Bryce. I felt I'm proud of Maxey because he wasn't afraid, even though he was missing shots. Should have had 10 assists tonight. What y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, we was missing some open shots.
Our threes, for the most part, was off all game.
But so was Boston's. I attribute that to good defense on both sides.
Nope.
Relax, Jamar. I'm relaxed now.
Yeah, the defense was to leave Melton open.
So that was defensive scheme.
It was. It really was.
I think the only player that hit more than one was Maxey. Everybody else only had one. But listen, I y'all keep talking. Somebody, I don't know who Elton is, but somebody said Elton said something about Korkmaz.
Elton Brand.
I think they were trying to refer to one of us. Korkmaz
is trash.
In the starting lineup
is not. It's trash.
I bet you Korkmaz wouldn't have won 1 for 7.
I can guarantee you that.
But I bet you that starting backcourt of Maxey and Korkmaz ain't going to be playing the defense that was being played either.
Korkmaz played he played well defense.
He don't play as good a defense as Melton. Let's stop that. He's nowhere near Melton.
He played well on defense, and he's longer than Melton.
No, he's not.
He plays nowhere near as good as Melton on defense.
Korkmaz said he played 3
Everything
minutes.
Melton did on defense, he gave back on the way he played offense.
Wow, he only had 8 points. Jaylen Brown was 2.
Didn't he play somebody? What did he shoot tonight? Cork.
200 million for 8 points. That ain't enough for me. I'll be going off for Boston. 200 million, give me 8 points. That ain't enough.
Maxey playing like he need Jaylen Brown contract right now.
But here's the thing, though.
It just be a Dubé. Seemed like he always get a big block on Jaylen Brown at some point in time, and it seemed like he always catch him at some point in the game.
Oh, the Melton, the Tyrese Maxey, LeBron impression, the chase down block on Drew, that was impressive. That was impressive.
I actually like the 2-hand block on White even better toward and down in the late in the stretch of the fourth quarter when White tried to take it up on him and Maxey golfed that joint with 2 hands. It's stuff like that though that big time plays win big time basketball games. Maxey had a lot of big time plays. Even B, I know Tim liked to hate on Beat and Eth liked to hate on Beat as a closer, but that shot that he made to put us up, I think it was 6. That was the hugest shot of the game because if he missed that shot, that game was totally different. He knocks that jumper down, but B missed that shot with the shot clock winding down. If he missed that shot, we might lose that game. That shot was huge.
Now, what I didn't like on the other one, right, is at the end. Why don't you do like a pick and roll with Tyrese and B instead of posting beat up for the entry pass where they can quickly double?
Hold on, Phil. Hold up. All right, we can address that anything because I agree with that. Why B bad and beat is bad? Why isn't B bad? He scored. He's always at a beat. See, this is the foolishness that I try to correct, and I'll be trying to tell you, listen to me because most of the time I'll be kicking knowledge. Joel Embiid, without the big man, there is no what we 6-1. There is no 6-1 record. There is no aspirations of a championship without Joe. I don't care who you really replace him with, unless you replace them with Joker or somebody like that. Not even Ayton. What he played for now? I can't even remember. He used to play for the Celtics. Yeah, Tim Bull. Tim used to love. Oh, we get
not my boy.
He wouldn't even fit the bill.
Tim said we would be better off with Ayton than Embiid.
Yes, he got
better off eating out somewhere.
He's got to control it. Without the big man is our only chance for a realistic shot at a championship. So stop acting like Bede ain't do his thing. Last game he had 40, almost dropped 50. Tonight, dominant third quarter. I think it was 13 points in the third quarter. Helped us get the lead. Then he closed the game out with a huge mid-range jump shot.
He only had one basket in the fourth, though.
That's all he needed. It was a huge
Maxey had, I think, 10 or 12. How much did Maxey have?
Maxey was breaking all game. What time he stepped up? This was the yin and yang that Wayne was talking about. I give Wayne credit. He says it don't have to be Maxey team, it don't have to be B team. It could be the yin and the yang. You know
I didn't like that. I didn't like that play that was drawn
up. It could be the Ethan and the Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? It could be that type. You know how when we be vibing and the show be popping because we know we talking about it. Tim and Wayne really don't know what we're talking about sometimes. But it could be on that type vibe, and they can win just like they did tonight. I stopped the cat.
You done?
No. Go ahead.
And this is another thing, though. I do say, like, all right, like if Maxey is cooking in the fourth, and Embiid's getting doubled and he's making the passes out and everything else,
he was cooking. He was hot like this grease.
But no, the part that gets me is when people say, "Well, yeah, Embiid was invisible in the fourth," so the defensive side don't matter because Boston was getting stopped sometimes too, and a lot of that defense is predicated on Embiid doing stuff in there. Now, if you're telling me toward the end of the game, which it will be in certain situations, if the best bet is to let Maxey run loose all the energy on offense, and be more that just that blocking in the figure on offense and doing the scoring and stopping rebound, I'll take that. Yeah, if that's the way, they're playing them.
But Joel won't do it. He won't let Maxey cook.
Sometimes you gotta.
I don't agree with that at all.
Sometimes you gotta get that killer mentality.
Joel like, all right, come here.
So then why are they having the discussions telling Maxey to be more aggressive? Everybody wants Maxey to be more aggressive.
Yeah, but you can't say be more aggressive and you draw up. I mean, I guess you can. You draw up the play for Joel Embiid, tell Maxey to get out of the way. Then he has to force a shot up with like 4 seconds left and get a shot block.
What you talking about when he had the ball and he tried to take it on Brown? You talking about we tried to go at Brown and got a block? He had enough time to stop the rebound.
He didn't have, well, he in your head and what you see. Hold on, Wayne.
After he got it blocked, the ball came to another player who threw it back to him to toss it up. So he had enough time to make a move and score.
Sometime in your head and the way you the clock is counting down, it looked like he was speed himself up a little bit and thought he had less time than he did.
Who that? Maxey?
Yeah, when Brown blocked the shot.
Oh yeah, you got a shot golf, but this is why you need B, Maxey, and this is where experience comes in too. Because if Maxey would have hit him with the pump fake, he was ready to go. Brown he had frog all in the blood. He was ready to jump. If he would have hit him with the pump fake over here, he'd have went that way. He had a clear shot at the basket. But this is why you need the closer because B shot that fadeaway is unblockable. Now whether he gonna miss it or not, we'll see. But you ain't blocking that shot. You're not. He put a nice arc on it. He get a nice distance of a fade. You're not blocking it. So at least one thing we know, he's going to get his shot off. And the mid-range been popping for him. So
I don't know. He didn't get that last shot off. He had to throw it to Maxey.
When they double team, you talking about?
When they get real physical.
Ain't that what he was supposed to do?
He from said if nobody, he gonna get his shot off. He ain't gonna get his shot off. Then
no, he get it off, and it might not be the best shot, but he could get the shot off, just like the one he threw up at the 3-point he threw up toward the end of the shot clock. You're not gonna block it. The chances.
Let me ask you this: after watching this game, are y'all sold on us winning 7 against Boston?
No,
as we are right now.
No.
I don't even get it.
Can I start?
I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
You saw what he was able to do, what they were able to do in 50 seconds. They put those clamps on, and they was
a little hot. I don't think we had the lineup in either. I don't like that. I ain't like
the lineup, but we witnessed them. We need to be able to kill them. We've been experiencing Boston for the last 7 years with Embiid. Embiid is not enough to go against Boston, and so Maxey. I don't know if Maxey is going to be enough. We may need another piece just so that we can match them in a 7-game series. I'm not convinced. This was a good game, but we played them very well last season. I think we won a series last year. So it's not about the regular season wins. This was a good barometer for us, but if we want to take that next step, we got to get another player in here.
Hey, Tim, highlight that Jermaine Carr comment. He said B is making moves faster. I love it because that
wasn't Jermaine. You got to highlight the super chat first.
You do, but I'd like the Jermaine Carr comment because I've been saying that.
Yeah, but you still got to highlight the super chat first.
I've been saying that for about 3 years. So thank you for recognizing, Jermaine, what I've been saying. I've been saying that for about 3 years about B making that move faster, and he is making that move faster this year. With the super chat said, and I go back to the question Ethan was asking about the playoffs. Tim, if you want to highlight that super chat. If you
One of the producers got highlighted.
That's supposed to be your thing. That's supposed to be your thing. Man, I'm just a talent. I don't do all the technical stuff. I don't do this.
That's why I told him to give me the sign in before the
But I'll say this by Tim, the guy in the chair tries to search out, get his thing.
You get his stuff. Comment?
All right, what we talking about? Kev super chat.
Yeah.
Tim, go to the start and hit start, and it'll bring it right up.
This is amateur hour. I thought we was.
His comment said, "What's up, fellas? By the way, Clippers lost to Ben Simmons. Nets.
Why you post it up?
Minus 15. Dang.
Good shout out, Kev. Thank you for that super chat. In regards us beating,
that's why Tim didn't want to post it.
Oh, because they didn't want to hear about Ben Simmons playing like Ben.
I don't think he played tonight. He already injured.
Oh, this is the Ben Simmons list. Oh yeah, that's why they won. Did they won? They said the Nets won. Yeah, that's why they won. Ben wasn't playing. Yeah, they won because Ben wasn't playing. That's.
Hey, Dominic, I agree. I agree. I do think the Sixers are a more balanced team now, and I think a lot of that has to do with the coaching and the fact that your star players buy into that.
I mean,
and I think they brought in the right kind of players to play along with.
You already had your time.
We got a better team this year than we have last year.
It ain't just that. No, the way that they're moving, it's almost what's the word? It's like an orchestra. I was about to make a word up, but it's like an orchestra. The way that they move on offense and defense, it's like everybody actually knows where everybody else is going to be. It looks more cohesive. And
here's my thing.
I'm even looking at hold up. I'm even looking at small stuff like Maxey boxing out on rebound. Like even if it's like small things like, all right, you're not gonna get the rebound, you're not up there to get it, box out. And that's why I do seal out. I see these guys like doing the little extra things that Toronto would do against us, like all that little like you know what I'm saying, somebody making a move and then somebody reaching in, like Covington poking the ball loose and stuff like that.
No, I agree. It's the main reason why I think we'll beat Boston in 7, even as the team consists now. It's a couple reasons. The main reason I think is Maxey. Maxey, he ready. He ready. They're not stopping Maxey with their length. I think he's figured out how to overcome that obstacle, that challenge of Tatum and Brown, trying to get up on him and all that kind of stuff like that. He's been using the speed. He's been using that floater, which is deadly effective. But I also think Boston is weaker than they are. I think they're top heavy. I think if you go player for player and you start going down a bench,
they're about 6 deep.
They're going and for one, I think they're going to wear a lot of them dudes out throughout the season already. So come playoff time, they might not be where they need to be anyway. But also coaching is huge. He's creating a winning culture right now of ball.
Winning culture. Stop.
Listen, I'm not done. You had your time.
I was going to say that too, Mark.
I haven't had my turn, but I'm not. We have always had a winning culture in the last.
He's creating.
Even with Brett Brown, we had a winning culture.
He's creating a culture of everybody's buying in.
That ain't what you said. You said a winning
culture. Yeah, a winning culture of everybody feeling like they're part of the team, and that adds to more winning. So we'll see how far we end up getting. But Doc, second round, that's not really winning. That's getting to the second round and getting beat.
We still haven't got to the second round.
You had 2 bona fide superstars in your team, and you got bounced. So
who's the
I will be interested to see. I will be interested to see what adjustments our coach makes. Because like it was stated, we great play at Boston again. I need you to come up with a better plan for when Drew is on B. Some kind of way, draw up a play that where B gets better. You know what I never understood though, when big guys, because I know it's a little bit difficult if you got somebody that can get that base down on you, because it's not really, it kind of takes your leverage away a little bit. But why not set up real low, whereas though you just turn around and just shoot it over top of them? You're like a whole lot
so I don't get it. Y'all talk about this.
Hating on Maxey.
There's so much negativity in these comments right now. Oh my goodness.
That's the fans that are going B haters.
What's going on with some of your mics? Ephraim, do you got candy in your mouth?
What?
No, I told you the boy trying to make his mic super loud.
The platform always does this. It did this last year several times. It's the platform. Tim got to get it. We got to do it.
It's not the platform. It's y'all trash.
Go back to Zoom.
Lot to say about basketball. Said it's impossible that Embiid told them not to play Oubre because he got mad because Oubre and Maxey was getting too much hype lately. Listen, this is conspiracy theory, but I could see Maxey likes playing with Oubre because he likes, trying Oubre run the floor. He could feed him the ball. I don't know why you don't want to feed that connection. I don't know why he didn't have him in there lately. He split minutes with Nicholas. He's fallen in love with Nicholas Batum. especially after that first game where he hit like 3 threes and then shoot again for the entire game against Washington. That was odd, but
he was trying to post out.
Real quick, when we came in here Sunday,
I agree, Charlie. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, Ephraim had no problems with my mics, by the way. So it's either Ethan, or Wayne. But go ahead.
Thank you, Tim.
I don't even have a mic. I'm using a computer mic.
Yeah,
people who didn't hear for the sound check was in here. We didn't hear nothing.
That's Wayne. He got a mic. He got speakers. Like, what in the world is going on? He got.
So we did a whole sound check. We did a whole sound check without Ephraim and no problems. As soon as we pop in here and he pop on, it's an echo, but it's Wayne.
Yeah, hold on. Just like the last time. Just like the last time. You got kicked out the show, and then we had a perfect show for like the next 20 minutes.
Bro, we can hear your mic.
The whole half-hour Eagle show with no.
You sound like you in a cavern. You in a spider cave somewhere hiding. I'm doing a podcast from a hidden location. That's what you sound like. You sound like you in a cavern.
Okay, you the same one who had a damaged mic last year because you got excited, slapped your mic. Now you got speakers all over the place, and now we can't hear nothing. So you make it make sense.
And as I said when we got on, my speakers not on, and my microphone is fine.
All right, can we get back to the show?
No, I want to get back to why our audio is all distorted.
Look at little brother and big brother trying to come in. See if you move, you take out the argument.
You do. You got to practically eat your mic in order for us to hear you.
Is that like you? Hey, you see a great nose hair? They can back up. I can see the front of your hairline in the back of your head from this angle.
Hey, John said Uber is an excellent fit. We still like to see more Springer. We can get needed experience. I agree. I think this game wasn't the game for Springer though. You had to set some. You had to set a tone. This was about a. This is about a tone. I know. This is about a tone-setting game right here. You had to win this game to set the precedent of what it's going to be going forward, especially at home. Got to win this game going at home. Ain't no time for playing around. This is why I'm irritated to even have Melton late in that game when he should have had Uber in there. But Uber is a great fit. I agree. I keep in mind, I think I brought Uber's name up like 2 years ago, and I got a little flack from some people on the pod, but we're not going to go.
Well, actually, I think they should have brought Uber in. No, they should have said out and brought Uber in.
What you say?
I said Melton is who they should have set out in the end and brought Uber in instead of taking Covington out.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's what I said, right?
You need another guard though. Like Uber is not a guard.
I said that as well.
They don't, but Batum's not a guard. Covington's definitely. I like Covington, but why does he still have trouble driving to the rim and laying the ball?
He's not going to change. He's like a 15-year-old. Right. What do you want from him now?
Explain this to me. What's so hard about driving? Did you see when he drove to the rim and he looked so uncoordinated? Oh my goodness!
I've been told you that. Yeah, that's always been my problem with Covington. He can shoot. His defense is good. His hands is active. I love that, and he has the length and the athleticism to play. He's going to be needed against this Boston team, though. Yeah. He's one of the defenders.
Listen, just because he said we're going to get bounced in the first round, y'all don't got to time him out for that. He can stress his opinion.
Who said that? It was a Boston fan in here.
We're going to get bounced in the first round.
Oh, yeah, I think he's saying when we said Maxey get bodied by a second-round team. Maxey has arrived. Maxey is now – he's a small him. He's ready to be a big him, but he's a small him right now, and I think he's going to the All-Star game this year too, by the way. I think he will get an All-Star consideration.
That's my man, Abendigo.
Oubre is not a guard. Covington still can't make basket around the rim. I admit. Yeah, he is. He struggles with that still. I'm glad he got his own miss and put it back, though. That was a huge basket.
But see, we gotta stop. We gotta not get caught up into titles sometimes. Because you're saying Oubre's not a guard, so you telling me Oubre couldn't have been out there. Oubre doesn't move around where he could guard other guards. He don't do all that.
No, on offense, is his handle good enough?
I see Oubre taking people off the dribble and attacking the basket all the time.
He did a couple times early in the game.
Uh-oh.
He shot the best on our team today. I think he shot 53%.
Hold on. Somebody got to go with HR, man. Look at this.
What's that? Please get y'all speakers quiet together. It's now 3 pods, and it sounds insane, especially when y'all speak over each other.
I agree, Mello. Thank you. We need. I like that constructive criticism.
Please represent. Listen, next time you say that, Mello, say Wayne. Can you please get your speaker quiet?
It's your mic.
It's not my mic.
It's your mic. I can hear it when you talk.
Not my mic. It's not my mic. I just make sure without my mic.
It's not your mic. That's gonna be the problem.
But you said, I'm sorry, say that again.
But both of y'all saying it's not each other's mic. That's gonna be the problem.
Yeah,
I'm muted for about 5 minutes. I was muted while I was sitting here saying that, and I was muted, and I still heard it.
That because your speakers are blasting through your mute. But I shut my mic down. I shut my mic down next time. And we'll see. But right now, it sounds good. I actually think it's the platform, to be honest with you. Last year, we had problems with the platform all year with an echo. It would come and go all year. It did it all year last year.
Yeah, that just didn't happen. But go ahead.
But it did. It did happen last year. But it's not me. How you told me it's me, and I know me. I know my sound. Y'all sound regular. Mark said you sound good. He said Wayne was yelling at Ephraim always talking. He said
I think Wayne's at Wayne. If you can you listen, will they let you come out the bathroom through your pod?
In the bathroom.
That's where I'm in the bathroom.
Wayne is barely on the throne giving his pod. That's crazy.
Look at Voltron over here. Stop picking your battles. Go back. You want to help your brother?
Hold on. Y'all can't. I guess I'm the problem solver here because Lanier said he's trying to super chat us, but y'all keep timing him out.
Hey, y'all, Lanier trying to send us a $20 super chat, and y'all stopping him.
Which one of y'all is doing this?
Y'all know y'all. Listen, and we can't. You know, you got to keep the people here, man. If they like it, you can't time out unless they talking crazy. You know, they can. I agree. They can talk about whatever. Unless the person carrying on saying all type of crazy stuff, then you know what.
I think Lanier might be capping just not to get time.
He is. I know he is.
I ain't seen no super chat come through. Even I've been seeing him several pods. I ain't seen a super chat yet. That's fine. That's fine. You enjoy the content, but I don't hear no.
You ain't gonna buy me for $5 either, Lanier. Am I saying that right? Lanier. How you say that?
All right.
We just need to exhaust teams. That's what D'Angelo Abdul the Star said. He said we just need to wear teams down. This might
are we okay with running with this team and then going to get a superstar in the offseason? Because we're going to have $55 million to work with another superstar. And that doesn't.
You know what I don't want to do? You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to do. Even though we got to the finals, how we did with that Sixers team with AI. Tell me you wouldn't have rather gone in there with Theo over Mutombo. You know what I'm saying? Mutombo was the big, even though it wasn't because of injury, but Mutombo was the big name superstar. Theo Ratliff was a better fit for our team.
But Theo was hurt. He was going to play that year.
I agree, but don't all the time we sit there and say, "Dang, we wish we had Theo. I would have rather had Theo for that run." So my point is, Theo was a part of that team and that was running right like that. So if you feel that way, if we balling out, we in first place and like on top of things like that. If our chemistry is popping like that, I don't want to go out and just because if to get a big name, you're gonna have to give up some of these players.
And we're looking through hindsight 2020, but at that time, Shaq was the biggest star in the world. So we're trying to say who can combat Shaq down low if we go to the finals playing. It was a guarantee that the Lakers was gonna make it to the finals. Who did we have on our team that was like, you know what, they could body with Shaq?
Theo played absolutely fine against him in the regular season.
But here's the thing: we didn't have that roster. We didn't have that route of Theo blocking shots and having AI run out for those outlets and those passes.
So I'm sorry. What's your point here? I kind of
the point I'm making. The point that I was making is the same way. A lot of people feel like if we had Theo, it would have been a better fit for us in that playoffs when we got Mutombo instead. So my thing is, Mutombo was the bigger name. That was the superstar. And now it's like we bringing him. And now we know we made the trade because of injury. But I'm saying the same principle of if we have a team that's vibing and chemistry like that and we winning like that, why would you just automatically want to uproot that and give up pieces of that team for a star? I mean, I guess it depends on who it is, but how you know you're going to have that same fit?
Yeah, to me, it depends on who it is. If you keep the core of your team, then I think you'll be good. I mean, let's say hypothetically you trade somebody, Korkmaz and Melton and Batum, not even Batum because he actually hasn't been playing pretty well. But somebody who hasn't been getting that much clock necessarily. I don't think you will hurt your team that much. But I do agree by bringing in the wrong person to get some real playing time, that could throw your chemistry off. It's everything. This is why I'm saying I personally just think we need a distributor of the ball who can score when necessary. That's why I don't. Y'all want Zach LaVine. You and Tim was screaming Zach LaVine. I think you may risk throwing it off by getting a Zach LaVine.
First, let me be clear. I said Malcolm Brogdon first, and I posed the question to you, and you said I was just talking to my father-in-law earlier about that. So don't act like that name came out of your mouth first on this podcast. I'm the one who said Malcolm Brogdon, but I also said I would take him, but I also like just Zach LaVine.
But I was already talking about it. I just told you I was talking about when you mentioned that, I was talking about my father-in-law. So
it was never mentioned on the pod. I'm the one who brought it up. So stop saying that you was the one who was like.
No, I didn't say I was the first one to brought up. I said you were saying you would rather have Zach LaVine. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you were wrong. You should have said you identified Malcolm Brogdon as an option.
We identifying now.
Listen, Mark Greenwood made it. Mark Greenwood made a good point about that Toby, man. He's actually coming on here and being a man about it. Let me get close like Wayne likes seeing me. He being a man about it, and he apologizing to Toby. So Tim, it's time for you to get up on the mic.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give your apology to Toby while he ball. Toby is balling.
How long do you want to drag on for
new life? Nick Nurse got a new life out of that ball.
All right, I'll come out there.
I apologize. Is on too.
I apologize for Toby not performing the last 3 years and finally performing the last 7 games. So I apologize for being a little bit apprehensive and like little.
That's cool.
It's going to get worse as the season goes on. As long as you try to withhold your apology, it's going to get worse as he keeps balling. Hey, Jabbar said I'm only interested in my predictions. Listen, my predictions always hit. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's very rare my predictions don't hit like that. That's all I'm saying. But, we'll see. Tim called us being in first place this year. He got carte blanche on that.
He backed into that.
He did.
I see. Y'all
he did.
I'll take it because I know I called it from the door. I said I like this team, and I want my other props too. I want my other props too.
Oh, what else?
When they fired Doc Rivers, I came on here and said I wanted Nick Nurse, and even Ephraim. If you go back to
you still don't want Nick Nurse, you still want Doc. What are you talking about?
No. I was like Nick Nurse. That's a good. And then when Ephraim brought up in that podcast, that Doc Rivers got fired podcast, you can listen. You said Tim. You called it. You said you want Nick Nurse, and you said I don't have a problem with that hire either. So let you know, even though I was disappointed that Doc got fired, I said if we're going to pick up somebody, the person I want is Nick Nurse. And that's the guy that's in here. So I'm not Nick Nurse.
Okay, let's address these super chats. We got shout out to Lanier. He actually came through on his word. That's what I'm talking about.
Where you see Lanier super chat at?
He's coming up. You'll see it. Ample Mind said Ford can only play against sub 500 teams. Springer still plays like a football player that's trying to hoop, and KJ will be in the rotation by the break. Yeah, I do want to see KJ Martin to see what he looked like. I do.
I heard he can't shoot for nothing.
I do want to see what he looked like. But look, Lanier, thank you too as well for coming through with that. He said the only difference between the Sixers and the Nuggets is Joker averaged twice as many assists as Embiid, and that's why we can win in the playoffs. I think I might have. I don't know if I said this on the pod or I said this in my personal chat. I said Sixers remind me of the Denver team last year, and not necessarily player for player, but kind of the chemistry, how they roll it, and they slid under the radar for the majority part of last year. And I called it as soon as the playoffs started. I said Denver win the championship this year, and I got some flack from some people in the comment section, some people in the pod. They were saying Joker too soft, and the Denver team
said we can't win. He said that's why we can't win.
He said Ken.
He wrote can't win twice.
Okay. All right, look, listen. First of all, thank you for the super chat. I will still thank you for that. But we can win because I think we are reminiscent almost of that Denver team. I think under the radar, we got nice team chemistry. We got everybody in the right place. This is why listen, when I talk about the trade, I'm not overly hype about a trade. I'm not. But I do see an area where we can upgrade. If you see it, it's almost like the Eagles when we, when how we make moves and everybody like, yeah. Like we had a good squad, we was rolling. But if you see areas for safety, if you see areas for, a defensive end or something like that, then you make the move. So if you can make a solid move that's not going to mess with your team too much, make the move.
All right, can y'all address the Boston Celtics? Because in order for us to actually get some more subscribers, we do got to address the other team. They like to hear about their team.
Okay, let me address Boston. Go ahead.
Real quick, though.
I want to address Boston. I'm ready.
All right,
we went 10 players deep tonight. I know y'all want to get these other people minutes, but how deep do y'all expect him to go every night on his bench? We still got to win basketball games. We still playing for first. We still playing for the first seed. We still want to win. Win the conference. So how deep we expect to go? 12, 13 deep? Well, 12 deep. What are they? 11, 12? We already went 10. So I mean, some dudes ain't ain't gonna get minutes, barring injury.
It's still early.
We got a lot of people that need minutes. You got to play. Then what about Morris? Where's he at?
Okay, Boston fans. Tim got a point. For y'all Boston fans, y'all have a good squad. Y'all gonna win some games. Y'all even have a team who's a championship contending team. Y'all do. But y'all are going to get hurt by that weak bench. So, and me talking about trading for a better player, Charlie M. I didn't really understand your comment. You were saying something about that loser basketball when you want to get another player. I don't know. I'm not sure if I read your comment correctly. Kind of went by kind of fast. But if Boston can strengthen their bench before the trade deadline, it will make them a more deadly team. Jaylen Brown, the Tatum experiment. I think the best thing y'all did for yourself was get Holiday in there, a point guard that can kind of facilitate the ball when things is getting chaotic. Because sometimes you never knew who was really going to bring the ball up. Was it Jaylen? Was it Tatum? You get some consistency in bringing that ball up, put everybody in their right spots. I actually think that's working well for Golden State with Chris Paul and him coming off that second unit too, by the way. But Ethan mentioned this earlier. Tatum and what we doing with the screen?
Bro, come on.
Jaylen Brown with 8 points tonight for a man who just cut a $300 million check. How much was it, Tim? Was it $300 million?
300 mil.
That's problematic. That's problematic. Now I know he don't do this every night.
That's
but 8 points in a game this big early in the season. This is a big game early in the season. For you to come up 3 for 12, 8 points. I don't like that. That's a little scary.
What is Dwayne doing?
Wait, playing around. No, I do say I like the Porzingis. That's a 30-point score that they got. That's huge.
Who's a 30-point scorer?
Porzingis.
Yeah, he's fitting in nicely. He's almost taking most of their shots. He's taking away from Tatum. So now you got.
You think he's taking away from Brown too?
Taking away from everybody.
I mean, because you got to remember they were. Before him, they were the two dominant scorers.
Yeah,
that had the ball. Now Porzingis had 19 shots. Look at the shot selection, right? Porzingis had 19. The next was White with 18. Then Tatum with 14 and Brown with 13. That you got to change that. That must be Ephraim.
I don't hear anything.
Oh yeah,
that's why.
Do you hear something? You still hear something?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim. Now you hear it now?
Oh, that was Tim.
So who's
the whole time?
So whose mic was it then?
It was Tim's.
No,
Tim, you need a new mic.
Oh snap! Maybe it was mine.
Okay, so there you go. Now I'm getting all the heat and the flack, and I told you I just got a Christian mic thanks to my wife.
Yeah, it was Tim.
And now Tim got a suspect mic because nobody loved him. Nobody cares about him, even himself. And now he trying to blame me the whole time. Thank y'all for watching the show this long and seeing who the real Mike Frog was.
It might be the platform we on.
Okay. Okay.
No, Wayne. All right, Wayne, you can come back. We figured it out.
Nah.
Yeah. But
Wayne, it was Tim.
Wayne is Tim Mike. But I do like Porzingis. Porzingis actually gets fitting in nice. But I don't know. I think some people in the comment section, I might agree with them. I think Boston might have been better last year. I think they might have been better last year. I think if they would have just see that to get hotter, they had to make some moves. The one thing I do think they upgraded is point guard, but they bench got even weaker. They lost Williams. The two Williams dudes was huge. He actually over in Dallas. He actually over in Dallas balling.
Oh yeah.
that was a huge loss to them. I think this year he shoot like 50-something% for three. He can't miss from three right now.
They got a nice little record with him too.
Yes, did they lose yet?
They do got a loss.
They got one loss.
Huge too because
Dallas.
Smart did a lot for that team, man. Y'all, I don't think y'all realize what he really did for that team.
They missed Grant Williams too. I agree.
Marcus Smart.
They missed Robert. I think it was Robert Williams. Grant. Ethan. I agree with Smart, but I just think the point guard. I don't think he was.
I agree. You could have kept him, but you ain't had to. I mean, I don't know what they trading for. Is that how they got Porzingis? Because it's Smart trade.
Where did he go?
I thought he's in Memphis or something.
He went to Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
He would. How? I think. Are you saying he would be a perfect guard?
I think so. Who?
Oh, who? Okay, who would be a perfect guard for us to grab?
I like Caruso. I think somebody put up.
I don't know if I'm sold on Caruso
as a backup because how many
exactly, Adam? Exactly, John.
They traded whole Cardinals defense for offense, and now I think it's Boston. We could. No, you don't think? Hold up. I'm kind of confused because I thought Drew Holiday was one of the top defending guards in the league. I think he's just as good as guard as Smart. He might not have all that, but
that's only one. You still had the couple defensive players they traded.
Oh, okay. If you talking about the other dudes, yeah, I agree with that. Now that I agree with.
They had a defensive foundation that they traded. They traded away to,
they lost the Williams brothers. I agree,
and they lost Smart as well.
Williams kind of remind me. I think it's Grant. Grant is the light skinned one, right? He remind me of Draymond a little bit, like how he's undersized, but he know how to use his body position and his strength to make it very difficult. I remember he made it difficult on B, even though B got him by a couple inches.
Because B stepped on his head. Remember?
He did. He talked about that in the podcast too. When B, I think you said that, Tim. When B stepped on his head, that was that was ugly. That was real.
Hey Tim, mute yourself for a second. Because I hear the echo.
No, it disconnected my sound for some reason. I couldn't hear nothing.
Hello.
All right. Wayne. Am I echoing?
No.
I still hear echo.
No, it's Wayne and Tim. It's Wayne and Tim's mic. You figure it out.
Oh, that sounds nasty.
Yeah, it's still there. It's Wayne and Tim. Just let me. Everybody mute themselves, but me. It's just let me do my thing. It's just stare at me and nod when y'all think y'all agree with me or not.
Wayne got like 10 things plugged into his mic. He's just like unplug all the things out your computer.
That's a lie. Hey, has Ephraim muted himself yet?
It's no need to.
Why?
I have a new mic. All right, watch
that don't matter. That might mean you ain't hook it up right. You don't know how to do new technology. So is it still an echo now?
Let me say. Uh-oh.
Testing 1 2. It's an echo?
Yeah, echo.
It just echo. Now mute yourself, Wayne.
I was muted.
Wayne got a vacuum cleaner plugged into his mic. He got an iron. He got an iron.
Mute your face.
John told Open to let him take the record back.
The mic sound nasty. Come on, Wayne.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Obviously,
yeah, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta fix this mic thing.
We gonna do it.
It ain't my mic, but if everybody got here for soundtrack, we could really know for sure, couldn't we?
You need about four super chats to get Tim and Wayne in the mic show. You trust Melton, let me finish out the show, please.
I guarantee you, Ephraim ain't got something hooked up on his. That's how he did last time for like 2 months. He was like, I didn't know this was a setting. He went and got a whole new mic, and he want his mic to be so loud, so bad that it's doing all that.
It's not. I have y'all need new mic.
I guarantee you, he got everything cranked up. He like no noise reduction on, no echo reduction. That's all on it loud.
I asked George Burke about the crystals in the mic. His crystals is bad. Get a new mic.
Crazy. You messed up the crystals in the